Another basket here, and they have really come out of the gates fast in the first quarter, Kevin.
Here's Afflalo, averaging 9 points per contest. Goes up at the stripe. Jump shot is good that time.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Here's Marshall. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Lee are the 3 and 4. Livingston is out there with Afflalo, and it's Spates in at the 5 spot. Livingston hits both of them. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Trailblazers.
Well, you hate to say it, but they showed a lack of heart at the defensive end in losing that game. Just no effort.
You know, I know the fans don't want to hear it, but you're exactly right. There was no energy, no assertiveness, no aggressiveness. The defense was just lifeless. It's not a night that they're going to look back on fondly.
So it's the Warriors now. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. 13 feet away. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Afflalo. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. Mr. Fundamentals got his first points in this one.
Part of this interior collapse we've seen defensively is the reason they've struggled, and they're trailing by so much.
Lee. Here's Spates. Goes up again. No good from Lee. Trailblazers leading by 10. Marshall passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Mr. Fundamentals got 4 points now in the quarter. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Golden State.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys, and it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Now, here's Marshall. Latrey. They get the rebound. Mr. Fundamentals passes to the wall. And Marshall kicks to Marshall. Buries it from three-point range. Marshall's got 16 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
In the corner, Afflalo with it. A beautiful reverse layup.
One of the sweetest moves in the game, the reverse layup in traffic.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And here's Marshall from the arc, and the Trailblazers, another three.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Trailblazers out in front. They finish off the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
What a game we've seen here for Marshall. He's got 19 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
Warriors trail by 16. We've got Goose. Q out there with Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Davis in at the small forward. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Here's Livingston. Bogus. Boom, he jams it straight down. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each Opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Trailblazers leading by 14. And Marshall kicks to Marshall. From deep three-point range, and the Trailblazers another three.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that one from another time zone.
Oh, man, guys, it's unbelievable to see him pull up from so deep.
They get a hand on it. Marshall with the steal.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Marshall brings the double team. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The three-pointer, no good.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And the Warriors with some changes. Lee comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's a Flalo in for Sean Livingston. Warriors trail by 21. That's tipped. Marshall with the steal. They grab their own miss. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Those are exactly the kind of hustle plays that can really spark a team. That's solid work down in the paint area.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. It's Thompson off the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas. They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
Lazy perimeter defense, Clark. You got to take the shooter's airspace away from him.
From 11 feet away, and it's Thompson again missing. He gets it up. No good on that last second attempt there.
Come on.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
And Portland has possession. They lead by 24. Their biggest margin on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut. And it's Livingston in at the point. Into Green. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
They really took control of the first 2 games in this season series by keeping the pressure on. The win here tonight will move them to 2-0 with 1 game left against the Warriors.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the chosen one. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop him.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates checked in for Bogut. McAdoo comes in for Draymond Green. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Iguodala in for Klay Thompson. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's Rush outside. Here's Spates. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And here's Portland. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's tipped. Rush with the steal.
And nothing you can do to salvage this one at this point. Game over.
Not anymore. Any chance they had is gone.
Here's Marshall. Kept alive. For 3, Marshall. That drops.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the